Hey guys, welcome back to Talk to Yue. In this video, we're going to continue our reading simulation of the HSK 4 exam. If you want to see the first questions of this format, please go see my part 1 of this video, because in this one, we're going to carry on from where we left off. So before we begin, let me clarify that this simulation relates to the HSK 4 level of the old format, so HSK 2.0, that will be valid for the June exam sessions, while from July on, the HSK 3.0 new format will be in place. So if you're planning to take your exam in June, your exam will look like this. Otherwise, you can check out my video on the differences between the old and new system. In the previous video, we left off at question 70, so now we're going to start from number 71. As usual, we have a paragraph, then a question marked with the star, and then 4 options. My strategy is to always start from reading the question. 医生一共有几个题型? The doctor in total has how many warnings or advice? And you see the options are all numbers. 一个, 两个, 三个, 四个. So how many warnings did the doctor give? 医生提醒人们在使用感冒药之前一定要仔细阅读说明书，并且最好只选择一种感冒药，否则药物之间可能互相作用，会影响我们的健康。医生提醒人们 so the doctor or doctors warn people 在使用 it is the complete version of 用 so when using 感冒药 so medicine for a cold 一定要 certainly you need to 仔细 carefully 阅读 to carefully read the 说明书 so the explanation pamphlet inside of the medicine 并且 moreover 最好只选择 it is best to choose one type of 感冒药 one type of cold medicine 否则药物之间否则 otherwise the medicine can 互相 the medicine can act 互相 means mutually so can act upon each other 会影响 it will affect our 健康 health. So our question is only asking us how many 提醒 the doctors are giving, and we see that they are saying first of all that you need to read the pamphlet with all the information, and then we have 并且 which means moreover, so we have something else coming up, and that is to choose only one type of medicine. So in total we have 2 warnings, so the answer is B. So as you can see, even though there are characters that you might not know, or if you don't understand every single word, that's okay. If you read the question beforehand, at least you know what information you're looking for, and that is going to make it much faster for you. So let's go to number 72. Our question is asking, 公主这段话可以知道她 So according to this paragraph, we can know that he, and then option A says 很热情 he's very warm as a person, he's very friendly. B, 会唱京剧 can sing Beijing opera. C, 受到京剧影响 he receives the influence or the effect, he's affected by the Beijing opera. Or D, 离开中国3年了 he left China for 3 years. It has been 3 years since he left China. So let's read. 在中国生活的3年使他在音乐方面有了很多新的想法。他把京剧的一些特点增加到自己的音乐中，取得了很好的效果。So 在中国生活的3年. So the 3 years of living in China. 是 is a synonym of 让. So these 3 years allowed him to 在音乐方面有了很多新的想法 to have a new approach, a new way of thinking about music. 他把京剧的一些特点 means particular points. So he, and then our subject is these peculiarities of the Beijing opera. He 增加, he increased 自己的音乐中. So 自己的音乐中 means inside of his own music. So 增加 here we can translate it as he added. So he added some particular points or some characteristics of the Beijing opera inside of his own music. 取得了 he received 很好的效果. He received a very good result. So let's go back to our options. Option A talked about him being 热情, which is about his character, and it's not mentioned anywhere, so it's not A. B talks about 会唱, 京剧. We're talking about Beijing opera, but we're not talking about singing it. It doesn't mention anything about singing, so it's not B. C says 受到京剧影响. And here we see they use a series of synonyms. 受到, receive is a synonym of 取得. And then 影响, effect, is similar to saying 效果, a result. So he received the effect of the Beijing opera. It's the same as what the last paragraph is telling us. So he had a good effect. He had a good result by incorporating Beijing opera. So the most likely answer is C, but let's read D for completeness. 离开中国3年了. We have the mention of 3 years because the beginning sentence tells us he lived in China for 3 years, but we have no mention of him leaving, 离开. So it is option C, which is the most accurate. Then let's go to number 73. So the question asks, 让人吃惊的是儿子. So 让人吃惊, it is something that surprises people, so surprising people. And then this applies to 儿子, so the son or the child. So we need to pick between answer A, 当了律师. So he is a lawyer. B, 变得很笨. He became very stupid. C, 越来越帅. 越来越 adjective means the more time goes on, the more he, in this case, becomes handsome. So he is more and more handsome. Or D, 赚了很多钱. He earns 赚 a lot of money. So let's read number 73. 儿子小时候一说话就脸红，回答老师问题的时候声音也很小。我当时很替他担心，但随着年龄的增长，他逐渐成熟了。大学毕业后，成了一名优秀的律师，真让人吃惊。So, 儿子小时候 when my son was young, 一说话 as soon as he spoke, 就脸红色的. So his face became red. So he blushed as soon as he spoke. 回答老师问题的时候 when he answered the teacher's questions, 声音 so his voice was also 很小 was very small. So he was very quiet. 我当时很替他担心 to worry. T means towards him. So at the time, I was very worried for him. 但是随着年龄增长 as his age increased, as he grew up, 他逐渐 he gradually 成熟 matured. 大学毕业后 after graduating university, he became 一名优秀means excellent 律师 He became an excellent lawyer. 真让人吃惊 He really surprised people. So let's go back to our options. Option A told us that these arts became 当了律师 So that is true because it's mentioned. Instead of saying 当了, we have 成了, but that's the same thing. So A is certainly true. Let's read the other options. 变得很笨 That's not mentioned anywhere. Also, him being shy is not mentioned. And also, how much money he earns is not mentioned. So it is answer A. Let's carry on with number 74. The question asks, 做生意需要重视 So when doing business, 生意, we mostly need to emphasize or pay attention to. A says 节约, which means to save money or to economize. B, 反对意见. 反对 means opposing, so opposing ideas. Then C, 积累经验. 积累 to accumulate 经验 experience. So to accumulate experience. And then D, 了解市场需求. So to understand 市场 the market. So it can mean a physical market, but also the market as in the stock market, so something financial, the economy. So to understand the market's 需求 needs. So we're talking about what is needed to have a good business. So let's read the paragraph. 做生意时会遇到竞争带来的压力，但是大家的机会也是相同的。清楚地了解市场和顾客的需要，做一个符合市场发展需要的计划非常重要。做生意时 so when doing business, which is similar to our question, 做生意 so when doing business, 会遇到竞争 when encountering 竞争 competing or competition 带来的压力 so stress or pressure due to competition. 但是大家的机会 means opportunity, so everyone's opportunity is 相同的 is common. So despite having competition, everyone has similar opportunities and experiences. 清楚的 so clearly 了解竞争和顾客的需要 So clearly 了解 understanding the market and the customers 需要 needs. 做一个符合 means to suit something or to follow something. So this is a relative sentence. We need to go at the end of the. So计划, a plan that suits the market's 发展, the market's development needs. 非常重要 is very important. So to summarize, the second sentence is saying you need to clearly understand the market and your customers' needs, and then you need to create a plan that follows these needs. So let's go back to our options. A is not mentioned. It's not talking about needing to save money or resources. Option B contains 反对, which can be kind of linked to the idea of competition, but we're not talking about competing ideas, 意见, so it's not option B either. We're not talking about experience because 经验 is not mentioned. So then we're left with option D, which in fact says 了解市场, which is mentioned here. 了解市场. And then here it says 需求. Instead here it says 需要. But the concept is the same. So let's carry on to number 75. That's the last question we'll cover in this video. I will make another one with the rest of the reading questions from this exam. But for now, let's do number 75 and then leave it there. Again, let's start from the statement with the star. 这段话主要说我们应该. So this paragraph most importantly says we have to A. 感谢别人 to thank other people. B. 尊重别人 to respect other people. C. 原谅自己原谅 is to forgive ourselves. Or D. 成为优秀的人 to become an excellent person. So we can already tell the paragraph is about important qualities or kind of a philosophy that you need to adopt in your life. So let's start reading. 原谅是一种美，我们常说要学会原谅别人，但也要试着原谅自己。我们都有缺点，不可能把每件事都做得很好。So 原谅 forgiveness is a 美 is a beauty, is an art, we could say. We often say we need to learn 学会 how to 原谅别人 how to forgive others. 但 however, we also need to 试着 to try to forgive 自己 ourselves. 我们都有缺点 we all have weaknesses. 不可能 not necessarily 把每件事 so towards every single thing we will not necessarily 做得很好 be able to do it very well. So our options were thanking other people, that's not mentioned. Also respecting other people is not mentioned. 原谅 is a key word that we find in the paragraph. So far option C is the most important. And then if we look at option D, we also see that it doesn't talk about becoming an overall excellent person. It's only talking about forgiveness. So it is option C. So that is all for today. We're going to end it here. We still have a few questions left and then other exercises from the same reading simulation that I will cover in a different video. So for now, thank you very much for going through this exercise with me, and I wish you best of luck in your Chinese learning journey. 再见!